1:07.2. Great improvement by 1.8 seconds. Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3 are currently dominating the race in the top spots, with Fiery and Super Lapoor following closely behind. Rainy Jeb and Roadhog 29, 389 are putting up a fight to catch up to the leaders. The competition is fierce as these racers battle for the lead position. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pandura are fiercely contesting P9 against Bobardo and Wazirius Guy. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pandura are in BMW M3 GTR Evos, while Bobardo and Wazirius Guy are in Opel Calibra DTMs. Cydric and Amy have made significant progress, now at 15 after overtaking Koki Beninity and Wout CB Toyo. Cydric and Amy are in a Mercedes 190 Evo Secca, engaged in a tight battle with Koki Binity and Walk CB, driving Alfa Romeo 155 Thai Physics. El Pio SD said, "Hey Amy, remind me when this race is over. Don't worry, I'll give you a heads up when we're approaching the finish line. Stay tuned." Koki Beninity and Wout CB have advanced to 12th place, successfully passing just Jazik and Sir Ironbot. Amundsen has climbed to 17th place, overtaking Kuzawal 23 and Gikaba. Feds Mistone 149 and Maya are currently engaged in a tight battle for the 19th position. Air 40, Nukembokum, Hugo 3, and El Pio SD are fiercely contesting the 7th position on the track. El Pio SD said, "Hey Amy, who is driving the Pate Alpha right now?" "Hey there. It looks like the Pate Alpha is being driven by Todd R. Gardner and Red Pandura. They're out there giving it their all on the track." LPOSD said, "Hey Amy, who was driving my car on it? It wasn't mine TBH. Hey there. Your car is being driven by a fearless AI driver, navigating through the twists and turns with utmost precision. Let's see how it performs on the track." Bobardo and Waziri Sky have made a strong move, advancing to 8th place by overtaking Huggard 3 and LPOSD in the current standings. LPOSD. "Hey Amy, is it a Huggard 3 AI driver, or my dreadful AI driver? Hey there. It looks like it might be your dreadful AI driver this time. But hey, it's all part of the fun, right? Maybe they'll surprise you." Pri and LPOSD in Alfa Romeo 155, Tier 6 are closely contesting with Bobardo and Waziri Sky in the Opel Calibre DTM for the 8th position. The battle intensifies as they navigate the track, showcasing some impressive driving skills. Jazik and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 11th place, surpassing Todagar Gardner and Red Pandura in an exciting exchange. The battle for the 11th position is heating up between these competitive pairs. Jazik and Sir Ironbot are piloting a Mercedes 190 Evo second, while Todagar Gardner and Red Pandura are commanding a BMW M3 GTR Evo. Desnake, Bobardo and Waziri Sky are fiercely competing for the 6th position. Snake in the Mercedes 190 Evo second is holding strong against Bobardo and Waziri Sky in an Opel Calibre DTM toy. The battle is heating up as they navigate the track. LPOSD said, "Hey Amy, fire my AI driver after this. Haha, hope your AI driver doesn't hold a grudge for being fired after the race. Let's see how they finish first." Air 40, Nukem Bakum, Huggard 3 and LPOSD are all fighting hard for the 8th spot. Meanwhile, Kokubanenity and WowXCB are going head-to-head with Jazik and Sir Ironbot for 10th place. It's a close battle between the Alfa Romeo and Mercedes drivers in this mid-pack skirmish. Welcome back, Vexer of Zeroiding Someone. Good to see you both back in the chat. Let's enjoy some exciting AI race car action together. Racing Car Party Popper. Hoot 3, LPOSD, Cookie Bananity and Walk CB are neck and neck in a fierce battle for the 9th position. Amy and Cedric are making a significant move, closing in on Nyby and La Croissant 1980 by 599.3 seconds. Meanwhile, N29 Kia and Paradox have advanced to 19th place, surpassing Cookie Bananity and Walk CB by all. LPIOSD said, "Hey Amy, told my AI engine to either push for overtake all the way, or defend like hell. That's the spirit. Go big or go home, right? It's all or nothing out on the track. Let's see how your AI handles the pressure." Kuzival 23 and Gikoba are swiftly catching up to Feds, closing the gap by 596.9 seconds. Bobardo and Osiris Guy are in a heated battle, with Air 40 and Nukembakam for 7th place. In another tight contest, Nyby and La Croissant 1980 are fighting against Cedric and Amy for the 13th position on the track. Keep an eye on these intense battles unfolding. Cedric and Amy have advanced to 12th place, surpassing Nyby and La Croissant 1980. Nyby and La Croissant in 1980 have climbed to 13th place, overtaking Amundsen. Just Jazik and Sirironbot are making impressive moves on the track, overtaking 14 cars and securing the 5th position. They have now passed Miholkic Dulakar and Dafdan to solidify their spot in 5th place. Air 40 and Nukembakam appears to be struggling, dropping a significant 8 positions to P19. Todau Gardner and Red Pandura are making moves, now sitting at P11 after overtaking Amundsen. Feds is showing strong progress, advancing to P13 by overtaking Kuzival 23 and Kakoba. Just Jazik and Sirironbot are making a swift move, catching up to N29 Ikie and Paradox by reducing the gap by 477.3 seconds. Air 4A and Nukembakam are also charging ahead, closing in on Cedric and Amy with a gap reduction of 596.2 seconds. Hugot 3 and Elpio SD have climbed to Seven, overtaking Bobardo and Wazirius Guy in the process. Fiery and Super Lacroix have surged to Pone, surpassing Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pendua are fiercely contesting the 11th position, driving BMW M3 GTR Evo and Alfa Romeo 155 DFX respectively, while Amundsen is also in the mix trying to advance. Seidrich in the Mercedes 190 Evo the Seton is closely jostling with Amy, while Air 40 and Nukembokum in the Alfa Romeo 155 the 6 are also in the mix for 18th position. The competition is heating up in this mid-pack battle. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pendua are fiercely contesting the 11th spot, both in BMW M3 GTR Eversoltic. Amundsen from Team Nafgun Kings is in the mix, driving an Alfa Romeo 155 TAG V6. The battle for position 11 is heating up between these drivers. F40 is gaining ground on Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot, reducing the distance by 2.2 seconds. Snako 515 and Joey Vaughn 121 have surged to third place, passing Grenajeb and Roadhop 29, 389, in a swift move. Naibe and Nakwasan 1980 are making gains on Bobardo and Wazirius Guy, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pendua are also catching up, closing in on Naibe and Nakwasan 1980 by 2.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Air 40 and Nukembo Kang are on the move, advancing to 17 by overtaking Disjazik and Sir Ironbot. Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot are on a roll, swiftly catching up to a 40, and Nukembokum, reducing the gap by an impressive 435.5 seconds. Amy and Seidrich are making a significant move, catching up to Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot, reducing the gap by 543.3 seconds. Nukembokem is making moves, cutting the gap to N29 Kia and Paradox by 2.3 seconds. R40's Nukembokem is making a move, closing in on N29 Kia and Paradox, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Nihok Stoleker, Duff Dad, Hubert 3, and K-Bait IOSD are locked in a tight battle for the 5th position. Naibala Corsoni 1980, Todar Gardner, and Red Pandora are currently locked in a fierce battle for the 10th position. R40, Nukembokem is making a move, catching up to N20 Kia and Paradox, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. R40 is making a move as Nukembokem closes in on N29 Kia and Paradox, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Nukembokem is closing in on N29 Kia and Paradox, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Nihok Stulaker, Duff Dad, Hubert 3, and El PIOSD are currently in a tight battle for the 5th position. Fiery, Superlaqua, Greninjib, and Roadhog 29, 389 are fiercely contending for the 2nd position spot. Meanwhile, Airy, 40, and Nukembokem are gaining on N29 Kia and Paradox, reducing the distance by 2.1 seconds. The race dynamics are getting more intense as the competition heats up. Fiery, Superlaqua, Greninjib, and Roadhog 29,389 are all fiercely contending for the 2nd position. Frozen 79, Okayogi 3, Fiery, and Super Lacroix are locked in a fierce battle for the first position. Frozen 79 and Okayogi 3 have surged to the top, now leading the race after overtaking Fiery and Super Lacroix. Frozen 79 and Okayogi 3 impressively claim the top spot, passing Fiery and Super Lacroix. Huggard 3 and El Pio SD also make a strong move to grab the 5th position, surpassing Decoder Snake in the process. Todd Gardner and Red Pandura are now in 8th place, successfully passing Naibe and Lacroix 1980. Naibe and Lacroix 1980 have advanced to 9th place, overtaking Mihawk Itzjulaker and Duff Dap. Feds from teams still no name racing is quickly wheeling in Bobado and Wazirius Guy, closing the gap by 6.5 seconds. Feds wheeling in Bobado and Wazirius Guy, reducing the gap by 6.5 seconds. Greninja and Roadhog 29309 are now in 2nd place, making a move past Fiery and Super Lacroix. Fiery is now leading the race, with Super Lacroix advancing to 2nd place, successfully overtaking Greninja and Roadhog 29389. Frozen 79 and Okayogi 3 are rapidly catching up to Greninja and Roadhog 29389, reducing the distance by 19.1 seconds. Sniku 515 and Joeyvon 121 are making significant gains on Frozen 79 and Okayogi 3, reducing the gap by 32.7 seconds. Decoder Snake has climbed to 5th place, overtaking Hugot 3 and Alpio SD. Todd Gardner and Red Pandura are making a strong push, significantly reducing the gap to Huggard 3 and Alpio SD by 31.2 seconds. Meanwhile, Mihawk's Julaker and Duff Dad have climbed up to 10th place, successfully passing Bobardo and Wazirius Guy in the process. Todd Gardner and Red Pandora are fiercely competing for the 7th spot, both in BMW M3 GTR Evo cars, while Hard 3 and LPOSD are right on their tail with Alfa Romeo 155-6. N29 Kia and Paradox have advanced to 14th place, successfully overtaking Feds in the race. Air40's Nukembokum is steadily closing in on Kuzaval 23 and Dikoba, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Air40 is making a move, with Nukembokum narrowing the distance to Kuzaval 23 and Dikoba by 3.3 seconds. Air40 and Nukembokum are making a strong push, closing in on Kuzaval 23 and Dikoba with a significant reduction of 24.9 seconds. The competition is heating up as they aim to make their move. Nukembokum is making moves, catching up to Kuzaval 23 and Dikoba, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Just Jazik and Sirarimbot are rapidly catching up to Air40 and Nukembokum, reducing the gap by a significant 415.3 seconds. Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3 are both making moves, catching up to Greninjib and Roadhop 29,389 by reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3 have advanced to second place, surpassing Greninjib and Roadhop 29,389. The teams are now locked in a tight battle for the second spot. Mihog Zulakar and Dufdar gaining on Naibi and Lacroixon 1980, reducing the distance by 4.5 seconds. Greninjib and Roadhop 29,389 have made a swift move, advancing to P2 by overtaking Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3. Aminsan is making significant progress, closing in on Naibi and Lacroixon 1980 by 31.1 seconds. Meanwhile, Sidrek and Amy are gaining ground on Just Jazik and Sirarimbot, reducing the gap by 2.7 seconds. Race dynamics are shifting rapidly. N29 Kia and Paradox have impressively climbed to 15th place, surpassing Kuzawal 23 and Gakoba in the process. N29 Kia and Paradox, in the BMW M3 GTR Evo are fiercely contesting 15, with Kuzawal 23 and Gakoba in the Mercedes Cone 180 DTM. The battle for position is heating up as they navigate through the track. RR40 and Nukembokem are gaining on Kuzawal 23 and Gakoba, decreasing the difference by 2.3 seconds. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pandura are making a strong push towards Mihawk Xjalaka and Duff Dad, reducing the gap by 574.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Feds from Team Still No Name Racing has climbed to 13th place, after overtaking N29 Kia and Paradox. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pandura are making moves, advancing to P9, by overtaking Naibe and Locrowan, 1980. R40 is making a move on Kuzawal 23 and Gakoba, closing the gap by 2 seconds. Keep an eye on that battle. R40. Nukembokem is making a strong move, narrowing the distance to Kuzawal 23 and Gakoba by 2.1 seconds. Aminsan has climbed to 10th place, surpassing Naibe and Lacrosse in 1980 in a tight competition. Aminsan is maneuvering an Alfa Romeo 155 TV6, while Naibe and Lacrosse in 1980 are holding their ground with a BMW M3 GTR Evo. Mr. 149 and Maya are making gains on Just Jezik and Sir Ironbot, shrinking the difference by 2 seconds. R40 is making a move on Kuzawal 23, and Gakoba gaining 2.1 seconds on them. Fire and Super Lacroix are in the lead as the race kicks off, with Greninja and Roadhog 29,389 not far behind in second place, followed by Frozen 79 and Okiyuki 3 in third. Let's see how this dynamic top 3 battle plays out on the track. Cybertruck and Amy are now gaining on Bavado and Siriuson, reducing the distance by a remarkable 411.3 seconds. Deku the Snake is now hot on Sneaker 515 and Joey 121's tail, carving the gap down by 2.1 seconds. Amy and Cydrak are making a strong move, catching up to Bavado and Mysterious Guide are reducing the gap by a significant 409.5 seconds. Bavado and Mysterious Guy are making moves, catching up to Air 40 and Nukambokan, reducing the gap by 2.8 seconds. Bavado and Mysterious Guy are making moves, catching up to Air 40 and Nukambokan, reducing the gap by 4.7 seconds. Nukambokan is on the move, narrowing the distance to Kuzawa 23 and Ikoba by 2.4 seconds. Stay tuned to see how this battle unfolds. Cydrak and Amy are swiftly catching up to Bavado and Mysterious Guy, decreasing the gap by 406.7 seconds. Air 40 and Nukambokan are closing in on Kuzawa 23 and Ikoba, shrinking the gap by 2.1 seconds. Cydrak and Amy continue to close in on Bavado and Mysterious Guy, reducing the gap by 406.7 seconds. Air 40, Nukambokan is making a move on Kuzawa 23, and Ikoba shrinking the distance by 2.5 seconds. Hey there, welcome back Naga77. Great to have you joining us again for some high-speed racing action with the AI cars. Let's enjoy the race together. Racing car checkered flag. Welcome back Nalgasafini 70. Error 40. Nukenbakum is making a move on Kuzual 23 and Dakaba, closing the gap by 3.1 seconds. Air 40 is making a strong move, closing in on Kuzual 23 and Gakaba Dot. The gap is now down to 2.2 seconds. Error 40, piloted by Nukenbakum, is making gains on Kuzual 23 and Gakaba, reducing the distance by 2.1 seconds. Naiba and Nakwason 1980 are rapidly closing in on Amisa, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. F40 and Nukenbakum are putting pressure on Kuzual 23 and Dakaba, with Nukenbakum closing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Naiba and Nakwason 1980 are putting the pressure on Aminsan, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. Meanwhile, Air 40 and Nukenbakum are gaining on Kuzual 23 and Gakaba, closing in by 2.2 seconds. Just Jazik and Siraranbot are making a significant move, reducing the gap to Sidrak and Amy by 6.4 seconds. Just Jazik and Siraranbot are making a move, narrowing the gap to Sidrak and Amy by 2.3 seconds. Brain Jabe and Roadhop 29,389 have made a strategic move to the front, overtaking Fiery and Super Lacroix for the lead position. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pandura are making a move on Mihawk Dex Julika and Duff Dad, reducing the distance between them by 2.4 seconds. Dakota Snake has smoothly secured the 4th position, surpassing both Snaku 115 and Joey Von 121 in a strategic move. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pandura are making a move on the Mihawks Julika and Duff Dad, decreasing the distance by 4 seconds. Milestone 149 and Maya are gaining on Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot, reducing the difference by 3.2 seconds. Mihawks Julika and Duff Dad are making a strong push, narrowing the gap to Todd Gardner and Red Pandura by 19.8 seconds. Additionally, Amundsen is catching up to Mihawk Julika and Duff Dad, reducing the difference by 3.9 seconds. The race dynamics are heating up as these cars battle for position. Dakota Snake is closing in on Greninja and Roadhog 29309, reducing the gap by 10.1 seconds. Mustang 149 and Maya are catching up with Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot, closing the gap by 407.7 seconds. Fiery and Super Lacroix have jumped to P2, passing Grinchip and Roadhog 300 and Roadhog 29. Milestone 149 and Maya are making a significant push, narrowing the gap towards Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot by 406.1 seconds. Mihawk Stulaker and Duff Dad are now in 9th place after overtaking Amundsen. Just Jazik and Sear Ironbot are gaining on Cedric and Amy, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Fiery and Super Lacroix catching up to Frozen 79, and Okeoki 3, shortening the distance by 2.6 seconds. Snaku 515 and Joey 121 have now claimed the 4th spot, passing Deco Disney. Gates is making gains on Amundsen, closing in by 4.9 seconds. Snaku 515 and Joey 121 are making significant strides, closing in on Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3 by 29.6 seconds. M29 Kie and Paradox are also gaining ground on Amundsen, reducing the gap by 32.9 seconds. The battle is intensifying as Snaku 515 and Joey 121 continue to chase down Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3, narrowing the gap by 29.6 seconds. Todd Gardner and Red Pandura are gaining on Hugger 3 and Alpine SD by 33.3 seconds. Bobajo and Wazirius Guy are quickly closing in on 29 and Paradox by 547.9 seconds. Greninjab and Roadhog 29, 3 Anishiga and Roadhog 29, 318. Amundsen has successfully advanced to 12th place, surpassing Feds in the process. Greninjab and Roadhog 29,389 have made a bold move, advancing to 2nd place by surpassing Frozen 79 and OK Kifri. Air 40 and Nukembakam are on the move, closing in on Feds from Team Still No Name Racing by reducing the gap by 5.3 seconds. Meanwhile, Cedric and Amy have made progress, climbing to 17 by overtaking Kuzawa 23 and Dakota. Jizjazik and Sirarimbot have made a smooth move up to 18, surpassing Kuzual 23 and Dikaba. Jazik and Sirarimbot are now in 17th place, passing Kusawal 23 and Dakabado. Meanwhile, Kuzual 23 and Gakoba have climbed to 18th place, overtaking Cedric and Amy. Cedric and Amy have advanced to P18, surpassing Kuzual 23 and Gakoba. Bilbado and Was Serious Guy are gaining ground on N29TA and Paradox, reducing the gap by 2.3 seconds. The competition is heating up. Grenier, Roadhog 49, 389, Frozen 79, and Okayoki 3 are locked in a tight battle for the second position. Frozen 79, Okayoki 3, Green Deb, and Roadhog 29,389 are currently locked in a tight battle for the second position on the track. Sneaker 515, and Joey Von 121 now hold the third position after passing Decatur Snake. Decatur Snake has advanced to 4th place, surpassing Hugged 3 and VapeIOSD. Hugged 3 and LPIOSD have climbed up to 5th place, overtaking Todar Gardner and Red Pandura. Neok Sulakar and Duff Dad have made a move up to 8th place, overtaking Greninjab and Roadhog 29,389 in the process. Todd R. Gardner and Red Pandura are making significant gains on Hugged 3 and LPIOSD, reducing the gap by 590.8 seconds. The pressure is on as they continue to close in on the leading pack. Car number 40 is holding steady. Nukem Bokum making moves up to 12th place, passing both Greninjab and Roadhog 29,389 along the way. Hilga 3 and LPIOSD advance into power by passing Decatur Snake. Feds climbing to P13, surpassing N29TA and Paradox. N29TA and Paradox rising to 14, overtaking Greninjab and Roadhog 29,389. Aminson is steadily gaining ground on Naibe and La Croissant 1980, managing to reduce the time gap by a significant 578.8 seconds. The pressure is on as Amundsen continues to close in on the competition. Feds is rapidly catching up to Air 40 and Nukem Bochum, reducing the gap by 588.6 seconds. Meister 149 and Maya are gaining on Cedric and Amy, narrowing the gap by 448.3 seconds. Neokduaka and Duff Dad have climbed to Pate, surpassing Naibi and Le Croissant 1980. The pursuit is on with Mistone 149 and Maya closing in on Cedric and Amy by 448.3 seconds. Bobardo and Mysterious Guy making significant gains on N29 Kia and Paradox, reducing the gap by 546.5 seconds. The pressure is on for N29 Kia and Paradox to maintain their positions as Bobardo and Mysterious Guy close in. N29 Kia and Paradox have advanced to 13th place, surpassing Air 40 and Nukem Bochum on the track. Toller Gardner and Red Pandura are swiftly closing in on Hugger 3 and Alpius D, reducing the gap by 11.6 seconds. Bobardo and Mysterious Guy are also making gains on Air 40 and Nukem Bochum, narrowing the distance by 4.7 seconds. Snooku 515 and Joey 121 make a bold move to claim second place from Dakota Snake. Dakota Snake responds by overtaking Hugwood 3 and El Pio SD to secure the third spot in a rapid series of position changes. Fiery and Super Lacroix make a strong move to Seven, passing Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3 away. Meanwhile, Cedric and Amy are gaining on Justuzik and Sirarenbolt, cutting the distance by 3 seconds. Fades has advanced to 11th place after overtaking Freventy9 and Okayoki 3. Nukem Bochum is putting the pressure on N29 Kia and Paradox, decreasing the distance by 2 seconds. The competition is getting tight. N29 Kia and Paradox have advanced to 14th place, surpassing Bobardo and Mysterious Guy in the standings. Mihawk Stulaker and Duff Dad are making a strong move, closing in on Todar Gardner and Red Pandura by 572.8 seconds. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Waziri Sky are also closing the gap on Frozen 79 and Okiyoki 3 by 2.8 seconds. Fiery and Super Lacroix are making an impressive charge, catching up to Mihawk Stulaker and Duff Dad by reducing the gap by 569.4 seconds. Meanwhile, Bobardo and Waziri Sky are gaining ground on N29 PA and Paradox, closing in by 2.3 seconds. The race dynamics are getting more intense with these swift movements among the cars. Air 40 is making a strong push, rapidly catching up to Nukembakum, shrinking the gap by a whopping 585 seconds. N29 Kia and Paradox are making impressive progress, quickly catching up to Air 40 and Nukembakum, reducing the gap by a significant 563.3 seconds. Sindrak and Amy are making a strong push, narrowing the gap to Dusjazik and Sirayambot by a significant 537.5 seconds. It's an impressive display of skill and determination from both drivers. Mihawk Stulaker and Duff Dad have advanced to 5th place, surpassing Todar Gardner and Red Pandura in the race. Air 40 is putting the pressure on Nukembakum, decreasing the distance by 2.1 seconds. Maystone 149 and Maya are now up to 18th place, successfully passing Greninjeb and Roadhog 29 389 in the process. N29 Kia and Paradox are pushing hard in their BMW M3 GTR Evo, closely followed by Bobardo and Waziri Sky in an Opel Calibra DTM. It's a tight battle for the 13th position as they navigate the track with skill and determination. Dusjazik and Sirayambot have advanced to 15th place, successfully passing Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3 in the process. Mr. 149 and Maya have made a remarkable surge, reducing the gap to Cedric and Amy by a staggering 415 seconds. Fiery is now in 5th place, and Super LaCroix has advanced to 6th position after overtaking both Mihawk Xjulker and Duffdat. Cedric and Amy have just made some impressive moves, advancing to 16th place by overtaking Frozen 79 and Okayoki 3. Hugged 3 and El Pio SD are rapidly closing in on Snaku 5 and Julie Vaughn 121, reducing the gap by 31.7 seconds. Dakota Snake is now just a hair's breadth away from Sakufiv, 115, and Jarifon 21, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Dakota Snake from Team Racing Potatoes is currently challenging Hugger 3 and El Pio SD for the 2nd position. Dakota Snake is racing a Mercedes 190 Evo 2nd, while Hugger 3 and El Pio SD are driving an Alfa Romeo 155 T66. It's a tight battle for the runner-up spot between these skilled drivers. Cedric and Amy are on fire, closing in on Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot with an impressive gap reduction of 519.6 seconds. Fiery is steadily gaining on Mihawk Xjulker and Duffdat, shortening the distance by 4.1 seconds. Aminsan is making significant progress, closing in on Mihawk Xjulker and Duffdad with a 28-second gap reduction. Excitingly, Fiery and Super LaCroix have surged to 6, overtaking Mihawk Xjulker and Duffdad. The competition is heating up as Aminsan continues to chase down the pack. We've got Snaku 15, Joey 121 in the lead, followed by Hugger 3 and Uphouse D in 2nd, with Dakota Snake trailing behind in 3rd place. The competition is heating up early in this race. Fire is making a move on Todar Gardner and Red Pandura, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. The battle for position is heating up. Fire is making some moves, closing in on Todar Gardner and Red Pandura, with Super LaCroix hot on their tails, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. It's getting tight out there. Fire has made significant progress by catching up to Todar Gardner and Red Pandura, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. Fire and Super LaCroix making moves, closing in on Todar Gardner and Red Pandura with a 2.6 second reduction in the gap. Fire is closing in on Todar Gardner and Red Pandura, reducing the gap by 2.2 seconds. The battle for positions is heating up as Super LaCroix is making a strong push forward. We see Nukambakan making moves, climbing to 11th place as they pass feds from Team Still No Name Racing. The race continues with intense battles for position among the competitors. Mihawks do Laker and Duff Dad make a move up to 6th place, overtaking Fiery and Super LaCroix in the process. Naibe and Lacroixon, 1980, are putting the pressure on Amundsen, gaining ground by 2.3 seconds. Dakota Snake has advanced to P2, surpassing Hagudfree and El Payo SD in the race. Amundsen, Air 40, and Nukambakan are in a tight battle for the 10th position on the track. Air 40, Nukambakan, and Amundsen are locked in a fierce battle for the 10th position. Fiery is now in 5th place, surpassing Todd R. Gardner and Red Pandora. Super Lacroix has made a strong move, advancing to 6th position in the race. Nukambuka makes a bold move, advancing to 9th place by overtaking Amundsen. Nyba and Lacroixon 1980 in the BMW M3 GTR Evo are neck and neck with Era 40, and Nukambuka in the Alfa Romeo 155 T-Fix, all fighting it out for the 8th position. It's a closely contested battle as they navigate the track, showcasing their skills in these high-performance vehicles. Hey Drum Hobo, welcome to the stream. We are watching AI-controlled racing cars compete in a simulator. Feel free to join in on the fun by picking a car for your AI to drive. If you have any questions or just want to chat, you can talk to me by starting your message with "Hey Amy." Enjoy the race. Welcome back Rafael. Glad to have you back in the driver's seat with us. Favors Free and El Piosti are catching up to Dakota Snake, reducing the gap by 10.8 seconds. Molinai and Paradox are also making gains on Barbado and Wazirius Guy, closing in by 28.2 seconds. The chase is on! Thank you so much Drum Hobo for subscribing to the channel. Your support helps keep this stream up and running like a well-oiled race car engine. Let's rev it up and enjoy the racing action together. Racing car fire. Hash vroom vroom grateful raising hands medium. Light skin tone. Gobardo and his serious guy are making a move on Feds, decreasing the gap by 2 seconds. Air40 is making a move on Mihawk Edzjuliker and Duffdad, reducing the gap by 2.5 seconds. Keep an eye on Nukenbukim's progress. Air40. Nukenbukim is making a strong move towards Mihawk Edzjuliker and Duffdad, reducing the gap by 2.1 seconds. Up. Hope 3 and El Pio SD have advanced to second place, surpassing Dika the Snake in the standings. Pagod 3 and El Pio SD have advanced to second place, surpassing Decatur Snake. Air40 is making a move, with Nukenbukim catching up to Mihawk, Edzjuliker, and Duffdad, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. Air40 is gaining on Mihawk Edzjuliker and Duffdad, shortening the distance by 2.1 seconds. Kilwat Nildin Fluid. The competition is heating up. Hey Elvaneni, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you again. Buckle up for some intense race car action with us. Air40 is making a move, catching up to Mihawk Edzjuliker and Duffdad, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. Mihawk Edzjuliker and Duffdad are rapidly closing in on Fiery and Super Lacroix, reducing the gap by 23 seconds. Aminsan is making moves up the ranks, now in Pate after overtaking the Air40 and Nukenbukim. Meanwhile, Mistone 149 and Maya are gaining ground on Cedric and Amy, reducing the gap by 3.9 seconds. Cedric and Amy have advanced to the 15th position, overtaking Just Jazik and Sarah Ironbot. Pugid 3 and El Pio SD are making gains on Sankufa 115 and Joavan 121, reducing the distance by 2 seconds. Haga 3 and El Payo SD are rapidly closing in on Snakufei and Joey 121, decreasing the gap by 10.1 seconds. Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot are making a move, catching up to Cydric and Amy, reducing the gap by 2 seconds. The competition is heating up as the race progresses. Mr. 149 and Maya are making significant gains on Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot, cutting the lead by 462.1 seconds. The competition is heating up as they close in on the frontrunners. Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot are making significant gains, reducing the distance to Cydric and Amy by 2.2 seconds. Keep an eye on their progress as they aim to challenge for position. Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot are making a move, closing in on Cydric and Amy, reducing the gap by 2.4 seconds. Gabardo and Wazirius Guy are making a strong push, narrowing the gap to Feds by 2.4 seconds. Beat Free and Dalpio SD are gaining ground on Sniku 515 and Joey 120, reducing the difference by 2.3 seconds. Target 3 and the Apio SD are rapidly gaining on Snikufa 115 and Joey 121, cutting the difference by 2.1 seconds. Bobardo and Wazirius Guy are gaining on Feds, diminishing the difference by 2.2 seconds. Just Jazik and Sir Ironbot have advanced to 15, surpassing Cydric and Amy in the rankings. Hagate 3 and El Pio SD have surged to first place, surpassing Sakufa 115 and Joey 121. Decada Snake is making moves. They've just taken over P2 from Sakufa 115 and Joey 121. Todd Gardner and Red Pandura have made a swift move, advancing to the third position by overtaking Snikreeve 115 and Joey 121. Amin-san has made a smooth move, now securing the 6th position after overtaking both Sniku 115 and Joy 121. Hubert Free said, "Hey Amy, can you tell the A Racing TV that some people are not very happy about me winning this event?" "Oh Hoop 3. It looks like not everyone is happy about your win in the event. Well, just remember you can't please everyone. Enjoy your well-deserved victory lap." Who these three said.